Hello everyone and welcome back. Today's workout is going to be about 1 hour long and I'm going to take you through a Primal Strength class. This is a class that you will see on the correct schedule and I teach this class on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. We usually always follow a very similar format, so I wanted to give you an introduction. Today I'm going to be working with the only kettlebell I have at home, which is a 10-pound kettlebell. I would encourage you to work with a heavier kettlebell if you have it. The only difference is that you will be doing less reps. So as we increase our weight, we want to lower the number of reps. As we decrease our weight or use what we have at home, we want to increase our reps. So for today, I'm going to give you about an 8 to 10 rep range when we get into our superset. And again, if you're working with a heavier kettlebell, you're going to go maybe 4 to 6 reps. If you're working with a lighter kettlebell, you're going to go 8 to 10. If you're somewhere in the middle, then you're just find your happy medium. If you don't have the kettlebell, don't worry. You can do all of this with a single dumbbell. So we're going to go ahead and get started. One of my favorite ways to warm up the body is with what I call a spinal roll. We can actually start in the middle of our mat. You'll notice that I don't have shoes on. I never have shoes on. I love to train barefoot. So it helps me really feel the ground underneath me. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart. You want to have a little bend in your knees, and we want to stack our body into neutral alignment. If you've never noticed what your natural alignment is, a good thing to do is to take a look in the mirror. So I know for me, when I'm not thinking about it, I kind of stand like this, where my belly tilts forward, and I have that low back little bend there. So the first thing I always do is roll my shoulders up, back, and set them down. Ears are over shoulders, shoulders are over hips, hips are over knees, little bend, and knees are over ankles. We're going to start with a little spinal roll. We're going to tuck our chin into our chest, and then we're going to round through the upper back and lower down to the floor or as far as you feel comfortable going. On an exhale, keep the chin tucked in and roll all the way back up, one vertebrae at a time. When you come to the top, reset, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to do 4 more. Tuck the chin, roll. On your exhale, back up. From the front, reset, tuck the chin. Excuse those dog noises. He just ate lunch and is now sneezing. Tuck the chin. And 1 more. Follow your own inhale as you roll down. Exhale as you roll up. Good. All right, finding the back of your mat. Deep squat is something we do in every single class, sometimes in multiple places. If you don't have deep squat in your practice yet, or to the level or degree that you see here on the screen, don't worry, I'm going to show you both ways. Place the hands out, feet are about as wide as the mat, grip down into the floor with the toes, roll the shoulders down and back, inhale, deep squat. Now you'll notice that the feet are flat on the ground, the heels are not lifted. If you're finding that to be down here, you have to lift the heels, I want you to lift here instead. So everyone reset the body. That deep squat is going to take us into our movement flow. I'm going to walk you through this first one slowly, and the second one slowly, and then we're going to flow on our own. Inhale to squat. Exhale to walk to a high plank. Inhale, lower to your belly. Lift the hands. Exhale, up to a push-up. Bend those knees. Inhale, walk back. From here, make sure you have space behind you. Go on. Go on. Move, Bunzo. Move. Excuse me. Make sure you have space. We're going to reach the hands back. Both hands. Fingers point away from us. Exhale, lift the hips into a bridge. Inhale, lower. Press yourself back. Now we're going to restart that entire thing. When you're here, noticing that we're not caving in. So I'm going to show you into the diagonal. Make sure you have room behind you to do that hip bridge. Inhale, squat. Exhale, walk out to high plank. Make sure I don't go off the screen. Inhale, lower your push-up. If you need, drop the knees, press yourself up. Exhale. Bend the knees, walk back. Reach back, Plant the hands, adjust the feet if you need more space. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and press yourself back. We're gonna go again. Now I'm gonna give myself a little bit more room if you need to adjust. We're gonna do that about 5 more times on our own. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lower, push up. Exhale, press up. Inhale, walk back. Exhale, reach behind you. Make sure you have room, don't hurt yourself. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips. Again, inhale, squat. Exhale, walk to high plank. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keeping your ears over your shoulders, big bend in the knees. Reach back. One of these days, I'm gonna get it just right. I'm working in a very tiny space. Press yourself up. Again. Follow your inhale, follow your exhale. Don't worry about how fast or slow you're going compared to me. We're gonna do 2 more. Reset that body, make sure you're not here. If you need, come up to a stand, reset everything. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, walk. And our last one all together. You're gonna land in that hip bridge. From here, when you're done, you can stay right here for just a moment to catch your breath. On your next exhale, we're gonna stand. Great. All right, you should be nice and warm. If you need a sip of water, go ahead and grab it. We're gonna move into our mobility next. Because we're going to be working the lower body, we're going to need to warm up the lower body. So this is where our mobility moves come in. We're going to be doing a set of progressions. If the second progression doesn't feel right for you, I want you to stay at the first one. As we get to the third one, if it doesn't feel right for you, I want you to stay at the first or second one. These are called shin boxes. So I'm going to turn to an angle here. Our feet are going to be out in front of us, about hip width apart. Maybe a little wider actually. So about as wide as the yoga mat. We're going to rotate so that our foot is in front of the thigh. We're going to exhale to the center. Inhale, fall to the other side. Sit up nice and tall, and if you need, use the hands. Exhale. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. So now that you've seen what we're doing, if it's easier, start here. Go ahead and get your right leg and your right foot on top of your left. Otherwise, it's about yoga mat. Here we go. Exhale to the center. Whatever you want to do with your arms is up to you. Inhale, sit up tall. Two more each way. If you find that you're scooting across your floor, that's okay. Just notice where that movement is coming from. I'm gonna do one more each way, and then we're gonna add on to this progression. So, if all that was already a bit of a challenge for you, you can stay right there and practice. This time, we're going to add an extension to the mix. So, starting from our wide stance. We're going to fold the knees over, just like we did a second ago, and then we're going to extend up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Or whatever works. As you get faster or feel more range of motion, you may shorten the breath cycle. I like to make sure my knees stay on the mat for protection. Here we go, 4 more. Each side. You do not have to move this fast. Two more. Opening up those hips. One more, and we're moving into our third progression, which is just to simply go from here to an overhead reach. I'll show you here. So as you're up, whatever leg is in front, for me it's my right leg, I'm gonna take my right hand onto the floor and reach. Come back down. Extend, reach, and reach. Extend, reach. Extend, drop the backhand, reach. Last one. Great job, everyone. Those were our mobility moves. Now, we're gonna get into our priming moves. And this is really just a little high intensity to kick up the speed so we are nice and warm for our superset of work. So, get ready. We have 15 high knees. One right, one left. That's just one. Another right and another left, that's 2. Then we're going to go into a butt kick. Right, left is 1. Right, left is 2. And then 15 jumping jacks. We're gonna do that, shake it out, and go again. All right? So, I'm gonna put this ponytail back because things are getting warm. Here we go. On those high knees, trying to get those knees right up to that midline. Some people like to have their hand out and try to knee it up. Here we go. Eight, 12, 15, butt kick. 1, 2, 11. Jumping jacks. Watch your mat, especially if it rolls up on you. Here we go. 5, 4. Rest. All right. Shake that off. Roll those shoulders down and back. We're going to do it just one more time. And then comes our superset of work. Ooh, feels good to work out today. It's a beautiful day outside. It was a beautiful, crisp morning. Here we go. 15 high knees. And if the high knee bouncing is too much, you can just march. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Use those hands. 11. Butt kick. 11, 12. Jumping jacks. Sorry, my pants are, you know how they do, they wiggle down. Staying on the balls of those feet. 12, 13. Whew. Okay. Now it's your time to rest. Inhale, exhale. Keep your body moving. Maybe getting the shoulders behind you. You'll notice I do this a lot. It's because, for me, for selfish reasons, I sit at my desk a lot and I tend to do this, right? So, all throughout the day I take little breaks. I roll my shoulders back, maybe even grab and stretch. Okay, Our superset goes like this, 4 moves. All you need is 1 kettlebell or 1 dumbbell. Reminder of the reps. If you're working with a very heavy kettlebell, 4 to 6. If you're working with a medium kettlebell for your strength, 6 to 8. And if you're working with a lighter kettlebell like me today, I only have 10, I'm going 8 to 10, maybe even 12. Notice how you feel. Sometimes in class I tell people, don't count. Just do as many as you can to fatigue. But when you're working with a lighter weight, the only way you're gonna fatigue is through your intensity, more than likely. Not the only way, but you know. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our dumbbell into a racked position. If you're not sure how to rack, we'll save that for another time. But simply grab your dumbbell, set it on the forearm, thumb to collarbone. You can also just hold your dumbbell right here. We're gonna start on our right side, or maybe it's your left side, and we're gonna do 6, 8, 10, or 12 squats. The other arm, what does it do? It's up to you. I like to make a fist. I kind of see where my arm falls. Here we go. We're going to inhale, exhale, squeeze the butt the whole way up. Inhale. So I have this lightweight for me, so I'm not gonna move that slow. If I was working with a 25 or 35 pound kettlebell, oh man, I'd be going way slower. I'll show you from the side. Here we go. 7. Good. So, again, bringing that kettlebell and setting it down. Move 2. This one's a fun one. Squat to a back rock, kind of like a rock and roll, to a jump. Now, if you can't get out of your squat, I'll show you an option. We're going to squat. We are going to round the upper back so that we can get down to our rock. We're gonna plant the feet, stand. Okay? Instead of standing though, next time we're gonna jump, so it'll look like this. Squat, round, rock, squat, jump, round, rock, squat, get your butt up, jump. Okay? Now, if you're like, whoa, I can't get up out of that rock, then here's what I want you to do. A couple of options. You can rock and just practice planting your feet until you think you're ready. Or grab onto something. Okay? Just see how I use the bar. We're gonna go, everybody, no weight. So let's go, let's do 8 and see how we feel. Make sure you have some room. Make sure I don't hit that bar. Here we go, first one slow. Squat, round the upper back. Rock back. Inhale, land, exhale, jump. Again, round the upper back, rock. Exhale, inhale, lower. Exhale, rock. Inhale, plant. Exhale, jump. Here's 5. 6, 2 more. Make sure those feet stay hip width apart. Good. Okay, heart rate's up. Gonna do our rack squat again, this time in the other hand. So, grab your kettlebell, lace it on the forearm, rack thumb to collarbone. I'm going for 12. Inhale, exhale, here we go. Exhale, as you rise, squeeze your butt. Good. All right. Our 4th and final move of this superset, alternating reverse lunges. Using your dumbbell or your kettlebell, we're gonna hold it by the bell. Horns are up. You can also reverse it, but that is a little harder. We're going to reverse lunge. Standing nice and tall, ears over shoulders, hips, knees, Grip the floor. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 1. You're doing 6, 8, 10, or 12. Here we go. If I were working with a heavier kettlebell, I'd be moving much slower. You're stepping straight back. I'm trying to get to 12. 11. And 12. Whew, all right. When you finish, look at the clock. I'm going to take a 30 to 60-second rest. Inhale, exhale, get some water. Move that rug. That feels like a slipping hazard. Something just waiting to trip me up. Okay. Inhale, exhale. That's everything. That's our superset. We're doing it again. 3 to 4 rounds. You could always go 5. You could always go 2 if you're short on time. All right, it's been about 1 minute almost. So we're gonna get ready. If your kettlebell's on the floor, give it a little swing, rack it up. 6, 8, 10, maybe 12, here we go. Good. And down you go. All right. Time for the rock, squat, rock, squat, jump. I'm going to turn my mat so you can get a different view. And hopefully it will help with any confusion there is. Starting at the back of our mat. Squat down, round the upper back, rock backwards, jump up. 8 of them. I'll show you from this way. Keeping those feet hip width. Three more. Round that upper back, rock. Last one. All right. Grabbing that kettlebell. Rocking on the left side, hinging. Okay, here we go. Little to no rest between these. Good. All right. Last exercise. Reverse lunges. If you want to try the other way, you can hold by the horns, bring it up. Face this way. 1 right, 1 left. That's 1 rep. 6, 8, 10, or 12. Here we go. Exhale. I'm at 8. I feel like I can do a few more. I'm gonna go to 12, 11, rest. Water, and a 1-minute break. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders down and back. Keeping that body moving. Anything you need to stretch, go for it. All right, round 3. Grabbing our kettlebell. Coming into our racked position. It's nice and light. It's really easy for you to just grab this way. Mine is even too light to really swing with it, but it's okay. Woo-wee. Maybe you don't make it to 12 anymore, or to 10, or to 8. It's round 3. We're getting a little fatigued. Here we go. Squeeze that booty the whole way up. A lot of us wait till we get to the top and then squeeze. But we want to protect our low back. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Squat, rock, jump. 8 of them. This is a lot of core workout too, so if you need to modify and go down to 6 or take up the jump, no problem. Probably should have started in the squat, but that's okay. I'm on the ground. I'm going to start here. Make sure your feet are hip width and they stay hip width. If you try to get up with your feet together, it's going to be a lot harder. Around the upper back. Here we go. Let me scoot back a little. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Some people like to hold on to the back of their legs. One more. Okay. Squat. If you feel a little dizzy, give yourself a minute. Okay. However long you need to recover. Left side, other side. Inhale, exhale. Here we go. Find something to look at. I'm looking at a cactus plant in the backyard. Good, finish your reps. Last move. Alternating lunges. If you're getting real tired, put your weight down. Here's your option. Hands in front, hands on hips, and just use your body weight. You decide, and let's go. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Great work. From here, resting 1 minute. If you would like to do a 4th set, you're going to want to pause the video, rewind about probably 5 minutes, or 10 minutes if you want to do 10 sets, 2 sets. Otherwise, we're going to get into our cool down and our stretch. Okay. So, coming down to the floor. We're gonna roll down to our back. We're gonna take our feet as wide as our mat. We're gonna take the knees and bring them into the center so that they are resting on each other. Open the arms to a T. You can close the eyes or just stare up at the ceiling. Little low back release here. Inhale, exhale. From here, go ahead and release the knees so that they are out as wide as the mat. We're gonna take our knees, we're gonna fold them to the right side of the room or towards the screen. Take a big inhale first. Exhale, fold. Now, you might notice that my knee is not on the ground. If I lift up in my shoulder, I can get there, but I want the shoulder blades to stay glued. From here, look over, twist over your left arm, staring down your arms towards your fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Two more times. On your last exhale, bring your head, your gaze, and your knees back to the middle. We're gonna go now away from the screen. Inhale. Exhale, lower, and look the opposite direction. Look down your arm to your fingertips or just close your eyes and gaze that way. Taking some big belly breaths here. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, release. You might find this side is more flexible. You have a greater range of motion, or you may find less. I can actually get my knees down, my front knee down on this side. One more breath, inhale. Exhale back to center. Good. Grabbing the back of the legs and just rocking up to a seated position. Whew. We're gonna do our figure four stretch for our glutes. Lean back into your hands. Left knee is up to the ceiling. Right foot is flexed. You may need to bend back. Right ankle in front of left knee. Keep the right foot flexed. Press through. Proud chest, inhale. You should be feeling an amazing stretch in the outside of your right glute or whatever foot is flexed and whatever leg is in front of the knee. If you need a little more, start to scoot the booty and the heel towards each other, or maybe even lift the butt up off the ground just a smidge. Exhale, sit the butt back down, crawl back or lean back, unhook your pretzel. Other side. Right knee is up, left foot is flexed. Left ankle in front of right knee. From here, proud chest, and then start to work your way into whatever shape works best for you. Make sure we're not like this, hunched over. Even if you've got to separate your stance a little, whatever your body needs. This side may be very different than the other side, so go easy on yourself. And exhale, release. Untwist that pretzel. Get everything shaken out, roll the wrists. Final stretch is coming from a tabletop position. So we're going to have our shoulders in line with our wrists. So we don't want to be here. We don't want to be here, right? Hard to know without a mirror. Then we want our knees and our hips in a line. So again, we don't want to be here or here. A lot of maneuvering. Nice flat back. Tuck your right toes and extend the left leg out to the side. From here, reach out in front of you slightly. Inhale. Exhale if you can, sit back. Feeling a stretch come through the inner thigh and through the hamstring. Keep your arms active, so don't just let them flop down. Inhale, exhale. If that's too much, come back up a little. Maybe you're here. Last inhale. Exhale, release. Okay, other side. I'm going to show you from the front. Left toes are tucked under. Right foot is out. This may be it for you right here. Otherwise, reach forward. Inhale. If it feels good, exhale, push back. Keeping those arms and those fingers active. Last inhale. Exhale, release. Right. Coming down to seated. The feet can be flat or you can tuck the toes. And see how long you can sit here for. A lot of people, this is uncomfortable for them. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, cactus. I'll show you from the back. Inhale, exhale. It's nice and slow. If the toes start to feel a little numb, let them go. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Wrap one arm behind you. If you can, you can also use a towel or a resistance band. Grab for the other elbow. Chest is nice and proud. Again, option 2, tuck the toes. And one last thing before we go, we're going to check back in with our shin box and see how our hips are feeling. So, taking those feet, hip width maybe a little wider. Inhale, twist, up tall. Exhale to center. Inhale, twist. Exhale to center. If you need, use the hands. If that's feeling okay, let's add on our extension. Squeezing that glute. One more. Final is going to be that overhead reach. If you've got that and you want that, here we go. Switch. Get my knees on the mat. Extension. Drop the backhand. Reach. Exhale. Switch. Extend. Drop the back arm. Reach. 2 more and we're done. I don't have a lot of flexibility for the reach, but that doesn't stop me from trying. 1 more each way. Last one, here we go. Good. You did. an amazing job. I hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek into Primal Strength. I look forward to working out with you next time. My name is Jenny. Thanks for working out with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.